All right. So quickly, I'll give introduction about like myself. Yes, fine, Manoj. Yes. So I'm Vishwana. I'm having like overall 12 years of experience in this IT domain industry. Like I'm basically my started my career with a cybersecurity engineer and again ethical hacker. Then again after that clouds operation engineer and again DevSec apps and again the machine learning operations and again the landed with a data scientist and again data engineering and finally the data analyst. So not only data analyst stuff, how to secure the data, how to make the pipelines to analyze the data with a security mode, and again with the PCI compliance, and again with the HIPAA compliance, and again with any PCI DSS compliance. So this is what very important, right? So everyone knows the data, how to import the data, and again how to collect the data, how to manipulate the data, and again how to migrate the data, and again how to visualize the. Is it Hello, can you please mute everyone? I mean, like there. Is it audible, right? So yes, so this is what like exactly my profile. I'm working in one of the MNC company as a senior cybersecurity specialist with a data engineer and again data analyst. Clear, right? Everyone, is it audible, right? One, two, three.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. So we'll have a quick word of like what exactly the business analyst will do, and again what exactly the data analyst will do, and again what is the data engineer role, and again what is data analyst role. So that's why like we want to understand that quickly. So anyone, any idea on this point? We'll have a quick, just like a recalling about like because everyone of the graduates and again everyone are having like experience in the different domain, and again if they are planning to switch in this domain, what exactly I want to learn, and again how many tools I want to learn, and again I was very great that year. Someone is having like very great experience in the 10 years in the Excel, right? Who is that?
I am Vivek.
Vivek, great Vivek. Yeah. So can we have a quick round of like what do you know? What exactly in the Excel like day-to-day tasks?
So apart from macros, I know everything in Excel. Say like, my job falls in like we have to collect the last 4 years of data, which is the in a day, if it's going to be 24 hours, we break it into 48 intervals. And
Mhm.
every say 12, 12:30, 1, 1:30, likewise, we collect the forecast of, the actual call landed to a contact center or a chat or an email to a contact center. And from there, we forecast for the next week and for the next year based on the last 3 to 4 years of trend. Every day, every week, and every year trend will be, every month trend will be captured, and we start to forecast. Sorry.
Great, great.
So from there, we will likewise volume, AHT, shrinkage. Every of these metric will be captured. The biggest pain we experience now is not the codings or AI or anything, but the Excel capability. Just then we were migrated to Office 365. Before that, the file would crash at middle of the work or by 3/4 of the work, and then we have to resume back with the 20% of the work through auto repair method. So instead of this, if we can go through any tool or any kind of easy navigation of getting the things done, that should really be helpful. So also, we have to work ourselves on preparing the dashboards, like in Excel itself. If time permits, I can show you the works that we do in Excel itself for the year-round plan. Say we completely show them how they are going to perform for the next year or for the next week interval-wise. So that's how we do. I can show you some example files if it's needed. So I wanted to migrate myself into something which is which cannot crash, which can deal with the big data, because I now deal with 4 years of data, and people there are who could deal with 10, 20 years of data based on the technology advancement. So I would like to know about all those.
Right, really great thing from Vivek. So yeah. I think like you are very good at like condition stuff also, and you can VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, and you can DAX also.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's been
right,
last 2 years I have stopped VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. I'm completely into XLOOKUP now. And
great, okay,
I have explored G sheets also. Everywhere the same issue. The tool couldn't handle so much of data. When it exceeds the data limit, the tool hunks or stops working.
great thing, Vivek. And again, especially this role suits for you. Meanwhile, so yeah, the great inputs from you in the morning. Yes. So yes. So in the data analytics, right? So what exactly you have to pursue your career in the data analyst? Is it data analyst, or it's like data engineering, or it's like any kind of business analyst?
I'm not sure of those, but I
Mhm.
also have an idea to pursue with web development because, sorry if I'm not eating your time, I'm just talking about myself
Yeah.
alone.
Okay.
I'll take 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So my idea is that we as a workforce management can prepare data in Excel, but when we wanted to project it to a different department through multiple modes, say cloud, or if we have to show them through web page or anything out of Excel, we have to rely on somebody like we have to rely on people of other departments. So there is a cost involved in it, even though it is internal. There is a cost involved in it, and there is a timeline involved in it. I have to explain it to them from the scratch of the options, and I have to give them more inputs. The time that they take and the cost that it involves is not easy. So I wanted to go in something wherein I can do the basic automations or a little kind of advanced automations from our team itself. So I wanted to learn through that so that my data storage, bookkeeping will be mitigated, working will be mitigated, and showcasing also will be mitigated. So I'm into those kind of search. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone apart from this? Yeah, great points from you. So finally, yes. So anyone idea about like see what exactly the data analytics tools will cover, and again what exactly we should learn on this? Yes, it is a great thing like to welcome everyone, I should say. So welcome to the data analyst. And again here in my classes, not only the data analyst, including data engineering tasks. And again today, if you learn the data analyst tools individually, how to implement these tools in the cloud, especially AWS cloud or Azure cloud or Google cloud, right? So one thing nowadays they're writing like anything. So today's the job, most famous jobs are what is the jobs? DevOps engineers, DevSecOps engineers, parallelly full stack engineers, and again the topmost jobs in the current IT industry, cybersecurity engineer. On top of that, who is that? Data analyst, data engineers, and again data scientist, right? So now we'll talk about like only the data analyst and again the data engineer. Without the data engineer, there is no data analyst. Without the data analyst, there is no data engineering guys. And again, with these two combinations, there is no any kind of data scientist. In simple word, I want to say that data analyst is a past tense, data engineer is a current, present tense, and again data scientist is future tense. Clear, right? What exactly the difference between data analyst guys and again business analyst guys? Anyone? No need to worry if you're working the different domain. Like example, take an example, I have completed mechanical. Someone will say that I have completed mechanical or civil engineer, or it's like a CS engineer, or else IT engineer, as like any BCA, BSc, any BBM, BBA, as like any kind of B Pharma, or it's like Bachelor of Arts, right? So if they're working in the different domain, only the one field welcomes you to learn IT. In the IT, what exactly it matters? It requires only the language, the IT logical coding language. That's it. So anyone idea about that data engineering or data scientist requires coding knowledge? Anyone?
So as I understand that in the field, again, I'm taking the contact centers example. Whenever there is a calls flowing in, uh, the data engineer's role is to organize the data, whatever that flows into our server, and they have to keep the data organized And from there, analyst will take the data and optimize it and give it to the management. This is my understanding.
Okay, great. Yeah.
So from the pool of data, say everything will flow into vehicle or snowflake tool for now. So
Okay.
those organization of data, whatever that's fallen in, it will be in a raw format or in the data raw format. So the data engineer will organize the data and will give us with the appropriate header and appropriate without duplication or all those kind of detailing will be done by data engineer, and data analyst directly picks the data from data engineer's output, and they can work on with the business intelligence, and they will project it with the end user along with graphs and everything.
Yes, exactly. Anyone apart from this? And again, no need to worry here, everything, right? So you guys are working in the different domain. How can I switch into the data analyst? Because someone said that like everything is data in future. Yes, obviously everything is data, right? Yeah. Any idea about like what tools we can learn in the data analyst? What is the syllabus?
Power BI, SQL, Python, some part of Python. The tools may be different, like Power BI, Tableau, makes sense. But in this course,
Exactly.
Power BI,
Mhm.
I think SQL is the key. SQL and Excel is the key.
Exactly. We are learning the tools. One is Power BI, other one is like SQL database with MySQL, and again NoSQL with the Cassandra or MongoDB. That is in SQL part. And again Excel sheet, as usually macros, XLOOKUPs, VLOOKUPs, HLOOKUPs, pivot tables, power pivot, and again tags, many more things. Okay. And again, so my favorite visualization tools, Power BI. If I am getting the time, Tableau also I'll be teaching on this. And again, last but least, my programming. And again, I'm the core developer with the Python. So that's why Python. So especially for the data analyst guys, right? If you want to go with like completely cloud automation engineer or whatever the cloud data analyst engineer, definitely there is required say Python language. Clear, right? So the Python language, one thing. Second thing, Power BI. And again, if time permits, Tableau. And again, the last but least, SQL, and again the Excel, and again the source code management tools, GitHub. After writing your Python code, after writing your Excel formulas, where we can store all these things, and again how to integrate. So that's what like kind of the day our classes. It's nearly 45 days to 60 days of our course. Yeah. And again, every day like 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes of our classes here. And again, we are completely dealing with end to end. So the raw data in the multiple sectors, healthcare domain sectors, any hospital sectors, any banking domain sectors, any kind of retail sectors, and again, any kind of like e-commerce sectors, the multiple raw data we can pull, and again, we can analyze the data, how the sales, and again, what is the product data, and again, what is the customer data, and again, how exactly we can collect the data, and again, how to make this center of attraction to make the visualization dashboard, all these things. Clear, right?
That's clear.
Yeah. And yes, so I'm the trainer from past 8+ years of experience in the different domain. I used to teach cybersecurity, ethical hacking, full stack Python developer, and data engineer, and again data analyst, and again the completely data scientist also, and the DevSecOps apps, machine learning operations. This is what like my part-time training, and again I'm working in one of the MNC company as a senior cybersecurity specialist with a data analyst. Here, right? So yes, so now I will share my syllabus of this. First thing, in simple word, I want to say business analyst will gather the data to improve his business. One single word. Okay, we don't like everyone knows that like what exactly business analyst, data engineer, data scientist, right? But here I want to make you to understand business analyst will be gathering the data, gathering the requirements, and again improving his requirements to make his business growing more faster. And again, what is the data analyst? Data analyst will gather the previous data, and again he will analyze the data, and again he will make the data into the visualization dashboard, either through manually, either through automation. So without automation, the data analyst will be never leaves in a company. I mean, never stay in a company, right? So why? Because nowadays everything is automation. Nowadays everything is automation. That's why the data analyst tools are, even though if you take like Power Excel sheet also, right? There is a Visual Basic scripts. Vivek, do you have heard about like any VBA scripts you have written?
No, I have not written even a single line of code, but I'm able to go through this much years, but coming days are not easy as I have gone through.
Yes. So because nowadays like the generations are like more faster, and again they are coming with like strong coding knowledge. So we should make everything in automation wise. So either in the Excel sheet VBA, either the Python. So that's why we will be learning the few Python libraries: Pandas, NumPy, Cburn, Metaplot library, and again also Skykit. So these are by learning these libraries in the Python, we can do the automations. Because while the previous data, we should collect the data, and again we can manipulate the data, we can clean the data, and again we can migrate the data, and again we can make that data into the visualization, into the dashboards, right? How we can make through the pipelines. So if you are not using the cloud, if you're not using any cloud, if you're using the still everything data is in the on-premises, definitely you should write some basic understanding of the code. So at least like 5 to 6 libraries in the Python. It is very easy, and again you can learn everyone. If you show interest, within 2 weeks you guys can become a Python basic stronger. I don't want to say Python expert. I want to say Python basic experter, right? So if you learn the 2 weeks with a logical way, you can become a Python basic stronger. Okay, right? How many of them are very good at coding here? Anyone? Any coders?
Hello.
Yeah, yes.
I can't say I'm exactly a perfect coder, sir, but I am working in PL/SQL, which is in Oracle database. Only that. So generally, I have attended meeting to know.
Your voice is breaking, Manoj.
Whether this data analyst job that
Your voice is completely breaking.
you are pursuing, that was good enough. I am having around 3 to 4 years of expertise in SQL, like query language. Might that kind of thing help for me?
Okay. Great. So everyone need to learn about like all this. Okay, right? So this is what like exactly we should learn here, right? So DDL commands, DCL commands, DPL commands, TCL commands, DML commands in the SQL database. So what is exactly DDL commands means what exactly? Data definition language, like alter, drop, truncate. Is it audible, right, everyone? Vivek, everyone?
Yeah, is it audible?
Yeah, audible. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So this is what in the SQL you guys need to become more pro on this. DDL, DCL commands, DQL commands, TCL commands, and again DML commands. So this is completely no SQL database also, and again SQL database also. Data definition languages, all these commands, and again
Yes.
data control language, and again data control language commands, and again data query language, and again transaction control languages, all these commands. Anyway, we can become we can learn in this data analyst classes, and again data manipulation languages, and again this is the see DML, insert, update, delete, merge, and again transition control languages, DQL. If you have these 5 concepts, you can become a SQL at least some level of intermediate level of expert. Clear, right?
Hello, Vishwa sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Can I explain the structure of the course duration, if possible?
Sorry.
Course duration. How
Okay.
many months will be taking the course duration?
Yes, it's actually I have notified there it is a 45 days, but not exactly it is a 45 days, it's a 60 days.
Overall, Python
Overall.
and Power BI, all the things.
Exactly.
Okay. It's like a fast track or normal track?
It's in fast track.
It's a fast track. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
For the
Basically,
every day, how many hours we have to spend for the class?
1 hour 30 minutes.
1 or 30 minutes. Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
for.
yeah, welcome. You know, the thing is like 2 weeks Excel, and again 2 weeks Python, 2 to 3 weeks Python, and again SQL 2 weeks, and again the Power BI 3 weeks.
Okay, 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 sir.
So this is what like our completion, right? End of the day, the Python is a stronger here, and again the second thing Power BI. Apart from this, in the last 2 weeks, I'll be taking to the end of whatever we learned. We should integrate in the AWS cloud. See, anyone heard about like cloud, right? AWS, Azure, and again GCP.
Yes, sir.
Anyone heard about it? No, right? See, data analytics, analytics services in AWS, Azure, and GCP. Today in the market, you can search in the Naukri also jobs. After learning this Power BI, all these things, right? Everyone should have at least basic knowledge of Amazon services. AWS Glue, AWS Athena, and again AWS Kinesis, and again AWS QuickSight. In the AWS, these are the analytics tools. See here, data engineering like AWS Glue, AWS EMR, AWS Data Pipeline, and again AWS Lambda, Kinesis, Redshift, and again data migration services, and again managed stream Apache Kafka. But analytics services are Redshift, Athena, QuickSight, same thing, Kinesis data analytics, and again lake formations, and then data brew. So this is in the AWS. Coming back in Azure and in GCP also. Azure Data Factory in the data engineer. In Azure Cloud, Azure Synapses Analytics, Azure Data Lake Analytics, especially in the Azure, everyone nowadays see Power BI, Synapses Analytics, and again Data Lake Analytics. These are the 3 tools is important in the Azure. AWS, Azure. If anyone choosing like which of the cloud is required, I'll be taking that last week, how to do all this automation in the cloud. Everyone prefer like which cloud here, Azure Cloud or AWS Cloud? Which cloud you guys are preferring?
What is the other cloud you told? I'm sorry.
Sorry?
AWS cloud.
AWS, Azure, and again Google.
Which one can be easily transformed into our company, because there are certain
AWS.
companies available. Okay. So that should be the one, because if we are learning something and if the company policy doesn't allow us, or if there is additional policy that's required to bring in, then it will be a problem.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, our data analyst syllabuses, I think, shared here, right? Quickly, we will have these 2 words. the difference between data engineer and again data analyst. Anyone idea about this? Same thing, these two engineers will do same thing only. See, build and you can optimize the systems that allow data scientists and again data analysts to perform their work, right? I mean, what they will do, they will be creating the pipeline with the automation. These two guys will do the same work only, but these two guys will be taking the data to the visualization dashboard. For that, they're doing the automations. But these guys, they'll be making the pipeline. These guys, they'll be making the pipelines to build the data. But these guys, they will collect the data and again, they will optimize the data and again, they will send the data to the visualization dashboard. That is what the data analyst guys will do. And again, what is the data scientist will guy? Data scientists, they are the research and development guys. Depending upon the algorithms, they will be analyzing the data and again, they will be collecting and again, they will make that data into the business perspectives to improve the business. And finally, syllabus, 1 second. Where is the syllabus link here? Okay, thank you. Yes, this is a syllabus, and again, this is a data analyst project lifecycle. We are going to do data collections, data preparations, and again, insight generations, and again, dashboard building. This is our lifecycle. Okay, this is our lifecycle. It's on our keywords to make these automations. And again, next projects, analysis of patient data from the healthcare, loans of customers from the banking and again finance sector, and again the employee retentions with the HR analytics. And again, industrial combustion energy, any kind of industrial domains, and again flights, and again store analysis of e-commerce, and again topics to be covered here: basic to advanced Excel, MySQL, Python, and again the one of the AWS cloud here. This is, and again Power BI. If time permits, there's a Tableau also, and again the prompt engineer with ChatGPT, and again the Excel. All these things will be available here. Here, this is what Excel syllabus here. Yes. Connecting to data, Power Query, Power Pivot tables, and again Power Pivot within Excel. And data cleaning, transforming, loading data into Excel queries, connecting to data, all this. VBA and macros, Visual Basic scripts, and again macros. And again the VBA, like if statements, and again any kind of select cases, while, until loops, all these things. And again the MySQL, DDL commands, DML commands, DQL commands. What is the DDL? Data definition languages, and again data migration languages. So data manipulation language, and again data query language, data control language, and again transaction control languages. Okay, this is what, like, end of the day, we're going to learn all these SQL commands. And joins, DDL, DML, TCL. Yeah, here the Power BI. In the Power BI, very important thing is geolocation map integrations, data type, and again type of default charge, and again tags. This is the tags, completely tags expressions, right? And again the fundamentals of Python here. Initially, I will start Python only. First 2 weeks Python. After that Excel. After that SQL. After that Power BI. And again, last but least, cloud, and again the Tableau, and again the ChatGPT. So clear, right? This is the basic Python library required for this. Clear, right? Example. So take an example here only we can write. No need to worry, just you should understand basic Python coding and in the logic of Python, write a Python code to collect the data from Excel, collect the data from Excel and export into the Power BI and create a visualization dashboard. Of heat map. Simple. So here, pandas is required here, handling Excel data, request library, REST API, Power BI, Pro license, access to Power BI, REST API. This is what import pandas as PD, file path, sheet 1, data, and again our tenant ID, client secrets, and again generally Power BI. Tenant ID, client secrets, group ID, data set, table name, and again here the definitions, we are creating the functions here, and again the data is collecting from here. Generally, we are showing this how exactly the Python code we require in the real-time scenario. And again creating a visualization dashboard in the Power BI. And clear, right? To understand this code, at least you guys need to know basic Python. So for that only, the first 2 weeks, basic to intermediate level of Python. If we are already intermediate level, I will be making through advanced mode also. But here, if it is like more advanced, also not required here. Only the basic to the intermediate level of Python is required. That's it. Only the 6 libraries. And again, the completely OOPS concepts, and again the functions, and again if-else conditions, while loops, and again basic data types, and again basic arithmetics operators, basic operators. That's it. Clear, right? Anyone, any confusions on this? Amrita, Arjun, Ashutosh, Hari, Nandini, Vivek.
Sir, any ETL tool is covering in this topic, sir, to transform the data?
Yes, that's a good point, good question, but not in the any Informatica tool or any kind of tools in the on-premises. I am taking in the AWS. That's what I mentioned here. In the AWS, Glue, a fully managed ETL tools, extract, transform, load. How to convert the data from? What are the file formats? JSON, XML, semi-structured data, and again the completely binary data, Yavro format, paraquet format. How to collect the data from the JSON format, dump into the Yavro formats, right? All this we are doing with the AWS Glue. Here, documentation files, spreadsheet files, like tab separated values, comma separated values. Here we should know all these things. And you can open document spreadsheets. Database files like MDB, SSDB, SQL, DBF. So all these types of data formats we are converting from one format to other format. Havro format, XML format, JSON format, paraquet formats, protocol buffer formats, YAML format, all this kind of stuff. Clear, right? This is the syllabus is 60 days. And in the first 2 weeks, initially I'm starting now Python and again SQL. After Python, immediately Excel, then again SQL. I'm sorry. I lost my internet, so that's why like. All right. So everyone are there, right? Hello. Yeah. Is it audible, everyone? All right. Yeah. So and again, no need to worry about that. So in this data analytics courses, like completely, it's a 4 to 5 years of real-time data. And again, after the end of the courses, from my end, how to create a CVs, and again, how to crack the interviews. I'll do the mock interviews also, and again, I'll give the interview question and answers also. And again, say suppose take an example, one small scenario. If I am having 8 years of experience in the non-IT domain, how can I showcase as a data analytics, as an experienced guy, or as like fresher? If I want to go to the fresher, if you're drawing currently salary 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, if you go to the fresher as a data analytics, whether it will getting a good package or not. That's one of the main questions will be available. But no need to worry. If you are a 8 years of experience, what my syllabus shares, and again, whatever I'm sharing my knowledge here, it's really 3 to 4 years of experience in the data analytics and again data engineering concepts. That's what I'm involving into the one of the cloud also. Is it audible, right? There is no any breakage in my voice. Yes or no? Hello.
Audible, Vishwa.
Yeah, great. So if you are having like 8 years of experience, and in that you can showcase that 5 years you are working to the different domain, 3 years completely data analytics, and again we can track. And again, whether they will take like 3 years only. No, you make your CV as a 8 years of experience while answering in interview. In the 8 years of experience, I was switching from one domain to other domain. I was working into the first 5 years in the one domain. And again, after that, I got an opportunity in one of the project where I need to work as a data analyst. But you should at least correlate that 5 years of experience are there in testing domain, either in any kind of small DevOps domain, either any kind of cloud engineer domain. Yes, see, I will tell the better experience here. This is very important. Taking a course, learning a course, everything is fine. After 2 to 3 months, you are learning your course, everything is correct. But how to get the job, how to crack the interviews, how to crack our own interviews ourselves, that matters a lot. So suppose 8 years of experience. Will take who is having like a non-IT domain? Anyone here? Real-time example? Non-IT. I will tell the fresher also. I will tell experience with non-IT also. Experience with the IT with a different domain also. Anyone?
Yes, sir, non-IT.
Non-IT. Ashush, how many years?
Sir, I am fresher, sir. I've just completed my MBA.
MTech.
MBA, sir, MBA.
MBA. Okay, MBA you are fresher, right? So for freshers, there is a job or no? Right? Freshers vacancy. Freshers openings in data analyst, in data engineer, in data scientist, or else like in business analyst. But we are concentrating only the data analyst with cloud data analyst. This is what important. See, everyone CV matters only Power BI, and again Tableau, or else like sometimes, R language, or else like sometimes SQL and again Excel. Only these three things matters, right? But Ashutosh, make your CV like this: Power BI with Azure Data Analytics, with AWS Data Analytics, and again the small Python language, and again SQL with, yeah, you can make sure like this: RDBMS in this SQL, and again NoSQL, and again last but least Excel, and again the prompt engineers, any kind of chat GPT. If you make your CV like this, definitely there's a lot of openings. And again, right now you are completed your engineering, master graduate in this year only, right?
Yes, sir.
In 2024. Okay. Now I'll show on this part. Okay. Take an example. In this case scenario, I'll give you on this. Okay. This course, 2 months, or 3 months, or 6 months. Anywhere, if you take this course anywhere, right? How can you showcase your stuff? Yes, after completion of your bachelor's, okay. After completion of your bachelor's, you are doing MBA, Hibernate. You are attending your MBA in the daily colleges, right?
Yes, sir.
You are attending your MBA everyday colleges, right? I mean, everyday classes.
Yes,
Regular.
sir.
Regular,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Regular morning 9 to something 6 classes, right? But in this case,
Yes.
what I showcase, yes, after completion of my bachelor's, I got an internship to work in one of the company to use these 3 tools. I mean, these are the complete, I was working in the cloud of these 2 tools, AWS and Azure. Either you can take anyone. 2 years, I'm having a internship experience. And again, parallelly, I completed MBA. You can say, even if you completed regular colleges in the morning also, you can tell that evening. No one will ask that whether you did. They will ask only 2 questions, whether it is a regular or distance educations. If it is a regular, then you can show that, yes, evening MBA I has to do. And again, here you can take the 2 years of internship letters and again, learn this course, and again, you can crack the interviews. That's it, very simple. You can, because you have to market yourself, how you have to market here. Clear, right? Any idea? Any confusions on this, Ashutosh?
No, sir.
Clear? So this I'll make you, don't worry about this. And again, this internship letters, all these things you can gather from your colleges only, right? Next.
Okay, sir.
Who is having like example? Anyone is from the non-IT domain like 8 years, 10 years? Okay, Nandini. Nandini, in your experience, because I heard about like you are a faculty, right? Nandini, is it audible? Nandini, Neha, Pradeep.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Neha.
Yeah, I have a mechanical experience. So I'm from
Mechanical.
non-IT background.
Okay.
So I have near about 6 years of experience into mechanical.
6 years of experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in the mechanical domain.
Yeah.
Okay, now you are planning to switch data analyst.
Yeah.
Great.
Means
Okay.
since last 2 years, I was working into one of the MNC in a supply chain.
In supply chain.
Yeah.
All right. So in your case, I can show like this. If you're working already in the MNC last 2 years, I heard about this one, right? Supply chain management, right?
Yeah.
Supply chain management. Okay. Great. So now in this case, what you can show 4 plus 2, right? 6 years. Now, after taking this course, after taking this course from the 2 months, 65 days, whatever we want to share our syllabus here. In this case, you can showcase here also. You should not show here exactly even the mechanical domain. You can showcase in the 4 years. In the 4 years, this is and all I'll be showing in the last how to make CVs, how to crack the jobs, and again how to crack the interviews, how to crack the interviews with experience level, and again how to get the good package more than 2 digits, more than 15 plus, 20 plus, 20 lakhs plus, 15 lakhs plus, 30 lakhs plus also. And again, the 4 years, it can showcase mechanical domain. Yes, if you're working in one of the mechanical domain, like example, RTO's company, in this domain also you can show in this. Yes, 2 years I was in, 2 years I am in business analyst, because they will not check whether you are working in that company, which domain you are working. They will not check, okay? Business analyst. Then again, after that, 2 years data analyst you can show. Then again, currently in the supply chain management, you can show here also 2 years. Overall, how many years here? 4 years of data analyst. No one will ask that, okay? But in that, you should prepare the complete knowledge on this. For that, what you should learn? Power BI, and again the Excel, and again apart from that, like what I said, any one of the cloud. Cloud, see, there is a huge scope for in the market. Cloud data analytics and again data engineer. If you have this concept, no one will touch your profile. And again, meanwhile, your profile will be the next level in the market. Because today the cloud data analytics and again the data engineer with Power BI tools, with Python, with this RDBMS, and again with Excel, it's more important. So that's why, and again, whatever I'm sharing knowledge is here, definitely it cracks with a 4 years of experience. Clear, right, Neha, for you in this case?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very simple. And again, many of them are doing like this only. And again, they're cracking the interviews. And again, I'll give the sufficient documentations to learn interview questions. And again, the real-time live examples, all these things. Yes, quickly, I need to jump to other class. Now, any confusions, any doubts on this?
I'm good with the demo session that you have taken, Vishwa. All good and all clear. Absolutely, it's an advanced thing. May I have a one-to-one conversation, because I would like to explain more about my requirement and understand which course will be absolutely suitable for me.
Sure, definitely. Definitely, Vivek. Yeah.
Is there any contact number that you can leave it in the chat so that I can text you so we can take it forward, or how does it work?
Yeah, just a moment. Like for you, like it is a career. Okay, okay. I'll give number. This is my number actually.
Got your number. I'll text you so you can connect with me on your free time so we can discuss it elaborately.
Clear, right? Yeah. So fine. So anyone, any confusions? Don't worry about the jobs, and again, don't worry everyone. Even if you are from non-IT, I'll make you guys to become a IT pro with a good package. And again, meanwhile, like no one is expert in the IT field. Everyone are learners. Everyone need to update themselves. So just like we should think the logic. That's it. And again, everyone mindset is after completion of our courses, whether we will get the job or not, how to crack the interviews, and again, how to get the jobs, and again, how to prepare the CV. Curriculum vitae is a very important thing. How to prepare CV. After preparing CV, also how to apply in the Naukri or LinkedIn, how to get the jobs immediately, how to crack the offer like within a week with the first attempt or second attempt. Within the 3 attempts, you guys need to crack the interviews within a week. That's it. There is a lot of openings in this. And again, especially I said you right, cloud data analytics with all these tools. And whether the syllabus will be completing like within 60 days. Yes, 45 days to 60 days. Yes, and again, meanwhile, I'll give the task. Every day you guys need to practice on this. At least if you are busy with like some other stuff, at least please invest your time, at least within 30 minutes. Every day 30 minutes. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, and again, so I'm winding up the session. Any questions, any doubts, please drop your questions here now. Any questions? Any questions?
Vishwa, hello, Vishwa sir.
Yes, please. Yeah.
After course duration completion, you can explain any live scenarios. You will explain any live scenarios.
So that's why like in our syllabus communicates here. We can take any raw data and again we can explore on this.
Okay.
Yeah. Any banking sectors, any kind of data there. Yeah. Anyone? Any questions? Okay, can we wind up now? Thank you everyone. So thank you Vivek, thank you Pradeep, thank you Neha, Jagdish.
Thank you, Vishwa. Thanks for your time. Definitely, it's an eye opener for me.
Yeah, sure. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Okay.